storm, and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So South Carolina's offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Sticks it in his belly. Nice, solid form tackle. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
Got it in the middle, it's Bell. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. That's caught. It's Humphries. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll run it on the counter. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, there's a great... Working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Looking left. He makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
When you can run the football effective and then bootleg off of it, you get the running game and everybody biting up on it, and then all of a sudden the quarterback bootlegs out to the right. I tell you what, the defense did a really good job, though, staying with it, taking away the deep pass, and coming up and holding this to a minimal gain.
Throwing right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
The back goes in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running behind that left side. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things.
Going deep. Makes the catch down the right side. The expressway is wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
With jet sweep pass. Got it inside the 15. Oh, look out. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Give to the back. Using the spin move. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got a man, it's Sanders. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
To throw, it's Sellers. Buys a little time with his feet. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this one splits the uprights. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. Here comes the offense on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dialing up a second down pass play. And the timing just a hair off. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
He's going to pass on second down. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points and bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off play action on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
His defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, it's Smith. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here,
ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
and as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Off he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Split backs here. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation.
And he intercepts it. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The offense set for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. On the move, it's Robinson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
And I tell you what, when you've got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle.
And back to the air on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got the back in the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They're going to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Open runway ahead. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back for the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 13 to Nevada. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a reverse. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game. And one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Past the 30. He's off to the races. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 30.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
It's really